2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. APA, thanks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. For the 76ers, Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. The kick out to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. That shot off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons. Now the pass to Embiid. Harris inside. Milton the pass to Embiid. Lets it go with the 3. A shot by Milton, no good. We're about 1 minute into the first. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
And Herter gets it to go.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Richardson and Capella sends it back. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Young. Trains it from 17 feet out.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he's set to fire.
From the stripe, Horford trying to free himself up. Off the left rim and out. The Hawks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Herter, no good. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. From deep, Richardson. Richardson missing again.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And stolen by Horford. Here's Embiid. That one, no good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Young finds Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young in the corner. Pass to Capella. 6 to shoot. In the corner. Herter with it. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Herter's got 5. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those are things that I did pretty well.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Richardson. Capella against Embiid. Passes it to Hunter. Here's Herter. It's Young on the wing. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris with the ball. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
1:02 left to play in the first. Young outside. Embiid comes with a double team. And Young kicks to Capella. Back to Young. pass to Capella. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Takes a 3. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Capella. He's got 5.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Hawks with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Hunter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now, here's Capella. Here's Herter. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be...
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for Atlanta, Carter is out there with Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the 2 spot. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. In the 3rd spot, Cam Reddish.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty. And now he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Atlanta. Slammed home and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for 1 more.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
They get it back. Dedmon. Pass to Carter. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
1 shot. Yeah, well done to finish that one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job, pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
Bembry misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Scott the pass to Korkmaz. And it's sent back by Carter. And they'll keep possession. Scott inside. Defended by Carter. Robinson kicks to Korkmaz. Over Teague. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Korkmaz.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Here's Dedmon. Count it. Dedmon's got his second bucket tonight.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
Here's Dedmon. 76ers getting the bucket. Carter outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Carter's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Pass to Korkmaz. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. Alec Burks checked in for the 76ers. And the Hawks making a change here. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. Back to Teague. Passes it to Bembry. Here's Fernando. Shot clock at 5. Teague finds Carter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers trail by 6. Burks the pass to Thibault. And he gets the bucket. Thibault's got his first bucket of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the bucket by the Hawks. The pass to Korkmaz for the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fernando, the pass to Teague. Yes, that goes in. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Excellent penetration from the point guard there. Teague, great quickness getting to the rack.
Here's Korkmaz. That shot off the mark. Here's Bembry. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Atlanta came ready to play. An exceptional game plan helped them open with a 12. And that should...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside. And then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack him.
This is his first free throw of the game. He doesn't get the second one. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing here by 8. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
Sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The 76ers trail by 6. From deep, Richardson, rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Hunter, and the 3 ball is good.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
Richardson outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Glenn Robinson, the 3rd, is checked in for Shake Milton. Capella, the pass to Collins. Back to Capella. Young with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. The 76ers trail by 7. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended. Was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
And let's take a look here at John Collins. He's been dominant over the last month. 4th in field goal percentage. 4th in 3-point field goal percentage. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Alec Burks checked in for the 76ers. And when he first came to America, and what a great story this is, Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Over to the wing. Collins kicks to Young. Back to Collins. Pass to Dedmon. Dishes to Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Burks looking around. Pass to Horford. Richardson attacking. Embiid wide open. Misses the 3. The Hawks leading by 6. In the corner. Herter with it. Young dishes to Dedmon. It's good. Dedmon's got 6 points.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Down low. And finished off by Horford.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
For Atlanta, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Collins. Can't hit from in close. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point game. And there it is for him. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Young finds Dedmon. Back to Young. A top, Dedmon. Collins in the post, working on Horford. Collins, good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
To the right side. Embiid. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
The third quarter comes to a... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Clint Capella, Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the power forward.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
Here's Fernando, guarded by Horford. The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Bembry from the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night, and the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Here's Milton. Teague covering. And here is Horford. There's the pass to Korkmaz. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 4. And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Teague, the pass to Capella. Here's Fernando. Guarded by Embiid. Fernando, that's good. And now a 6-point Hawks lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Embiid. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. That shot, no good. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Carter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Teague.
It's Carter.
And Young kicks to Reddish. Capella, the pass to Reddish. Now Young. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Capella from about 19 feet. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And that's the growing confidence from Capella, showing he's capable of adding to his game over time.
Passes to Embiid. Here's Korkmaz trying to end the drought. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Capella, high post. Now, here's Reddish. Tight defense on him. From the wing. Young's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now the pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Young. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. Comes up empty down low.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Capella. Young with the ball. For 3. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye, all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Out to Carter. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Atlanta making a switch here. Here's Milton, defended by Young. Milton the pass to Horford. Looking for Young. He gets it there. There's 49 seconds left in the game. And finished off by Collins.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Milton's shot is good.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Young pass to Herter. Capella high post. Back to Herter. To the inside. And contact on the shot. So the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so the Hawks take the win. This was a hard-fought.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play one test game for each one.
We take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Raptors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Hawks, they find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, one thing they don't have to worry about is not having enough free time this summer, because they're not going anywhere near the postseason.
And there will be players on the move once this season is over. You can count on that. They have to make wholesale changes, and the front office knows it.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Right, Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at, and what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Young outside. He kicks to Hunter. Young pass to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Hunter. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Collins. Atlanta again missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Here's Herter after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the shot goes in. Lowry's got his second bucket. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Capella, the pass to Herter. Ibaka against Young. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Guys, how about the journey of the Raptors' Nick Nurse? So well traveled before taking the head job in Toronto. This guy has shown his worth. In his first season as a head coach in the NBA, it translates to a title. Absolutely incredible.
Now, here's Capella. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Pass to Collins. It's Young on the wing. The putback, and Collins is right there.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Lowry against Young. And it's Lowry penetrating. Out to Ibaka. The pass to Anunoby. Lowry with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lowry's got 6. And Coach Nick Nurse paid some dues, Doris, before his turn as head coach of this Toronto team.
Well, think about it. Early in his career, he's a player coach in the British Basketball League. Then he goes and establishes a G League franchise in his home state of Iowa. Then to lead that team to a title in 2011, join another G League team for the Raptors and win a title in 2013. Really an incredible journey, guys.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hawks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. Marcus All's checked in for the Raptors. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Young's shot is off.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Passes it to Collins. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Well, we know that Hollis Jefferson is a tremendous athlete, but there's a physicality as well. Someone who does not shy away from a little contact.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Carter comes in for John Collins. Andre Bembry's checked in for Hunter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. And then for Toronto, Boucher is checked in. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Bembry. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Dedmon. Outside Teague. Dishes it to Dedmon. Clock at 4. From 10 feet out. A shot missing.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a... And Serge Ibaka talked about his set, now accomplished.
My defense toughness.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Reddish. And it's Carter in at the power forward position. And here is Powell. Vince Carter getting it to go from deep. Powell kicks to Boucher. He dishes it to Davis. Pass to Boucher. Bembry with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer, he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now, you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Dedmon. Toronto grabs the miss.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
VanVleet finds Siakam. And here is Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Gasol. Dedmon with the block. Reddish with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York. Dedmon inside. Defended by Gasol. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Hawks lead by 1. Here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's Teague. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Teague's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks. Kicks it out to Johnson. The pass to VanVleet. And Gasol now top of the key. Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. No good there. And Atlanta will come the other way. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. That one drops for him. Teague's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Passes to Johnson. Now, here's Siakam. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Siakam. OG Anunoby comes in for Stanley Johnson. Norman Powell's checked in for Thomas. And it's Lowry in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Fernando. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Herter. Outside Collins. Pass to Fernando. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in. The Raptors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Powell's got his first points in this one.
We call that floor vision, gentlemen. Kyle Lowry with the pretty pass.
Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Bucks ahead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now, here is Young. Capella trying to free himself up. They grab their own miss. To the wing on the left. Collins kicks to Hunter. The 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here is Lowry. 6 points for him. Back to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
The Hawks leading by 8. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, do you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
Now, here's Hunter. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And the Raptors with some changes. Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson in for Anunoby. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Young with no one around. It's not going to go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Herder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Young. Up top, Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Lowry against Young. Now here is Lowry. He's covered closely. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his second basket.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Back to Herder. It's stolen by Davis. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Hollis Jefferson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Herder passes to Young, and here is Capella. Now recovering. Capella goes in, and it's blocked. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Pass to Davis. Kicks it to Gasol. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
There is such incredible awareness and feel for the game. Marc Gasol, such a good passer.
Fernando, the pass to Teague. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Teague's got 9. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Gasol, it's good on the putback.
Boy, that big body, those long arms, so hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
To the middle. Here's Carter. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Benbury. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Over to the left wing. Dedmon inside. And Dedmon throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Carter for 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
I'll tell you, the skilled defensive effort right there.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. You've got Reddish, also Teague out there, Carter out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Just 2 to shoot. A nice shot by Teague.
Kevin, how about that ability to mix speeds? Teague is so hard to keep up with when he's penetrating.
Offside Gasol. Powell kicks to Davis. Fires from 18. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Atlanta leading by 3. Carter with the 3. Siakam pulls it in. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
So it's the Hawks now. The Raptors getting the bucket. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Dedmon. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Siakam, right side. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, you look at all the athletes on this team. How about Pascal Siakam? This guy may be the fastest power forward in the NBA. And if you couple that with ball handling, this guy is tremendous in transition.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Gasol. Red Van Vliet comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis. Now, here is Young. There's the dish to Collins. He kicks it to Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. Inside, Young. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the speed and quickness of Siakam, not just an asset in transition. Doris defensively, he is something special.
There is no doubt. At 6'9", but he's got a 7'3" wingspan. Siakam's combination of length and mobility, tailor-made for the modern NBA.
And here's Young from the arc. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Here's Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jeff Teague.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Hawks leading by 6. Herder passes to Capella. From deep three-point range, another three for Atlanta.
This is what the crowd comes to see. Young has that it factor.
Thomas, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here is Young. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Capella finds Young. Another three for Atlanta.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Thomas. Pass to Johnson. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Uncovered. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Now Hunter. Dishes it to Capella. Young taking his time here. Back to Capella. And there's the pass to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Herder. Another three for Atlanta.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvement.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately, so.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping.
Well, Joel Embiid.
Thank you, David. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. A big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Richardson. And it's Milton in at the point. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Ed Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Toronto working the ball around now. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Inching closer to the postseason, Chris, the playoffs right around the corner. Is there anything you would change with the playoff format?
You know, I thought about this a lot, and because it's cyclical, meaning who's going to be number 1 or number 8 in your conference, that makes me not want to change anything. One idea, however, that I've always entertained is top 1 through 16. So it doesn't, let's take conferences out of it, let's take divisions out of it and just rank them by records 1 through 16. I think that would have a pretty good impact on who's in and who's out, but I think it would also mess with travel and the whole logistical and a whole bunch of logistics in that way and mess it up. But I really like how we have it, man. 1 through 8 on both sides and made the best team win.
How about reseeding?
Well, we could reseed, and that just opens up so many. You know what? I'm a guy, I got to get used to changing. Maybe if I hear some more ideas, I'm with it, but right now I like it the way we got it.
I hear you. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Siakam outside. Now here's Lowry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid, Kevin. I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Lowry looking around to the inside, and Siakam throws it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Wilton the pass to Horford. Harris outside. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Siakam. Bank shot, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him. And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees can withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Anunoby kicks to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Thibault. This one for 3. Gasol with the rebound. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 4. Here's Davis, and the layup falls.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Powell. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. The 17-footer. Up again, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Back to Powell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Off target from three-point range. Back to Neto. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign.
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history, something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth, they have a chance to be good for a long time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
They've got Norman Powell. He's out there with Davis. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Davis, the pass to Gasol. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Scott kicks to Burks. Outside Robinson. Here's the 3. He can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
So both teams making some changes here. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Horford high post, all sorts of time. The 76ers with another miss.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Back to Robinson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Back to Davis. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Robinson finds Richardson. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. Burks has got 5 points so far.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Siakam passes to Gasol. Back to Siakam. Outside, Davis. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Horford. Feeds it to Burks. He dishes it to Robinson. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Hits the jumper in space.
Look at the playmaking ability of Johnson. Just such a gifted passer.
We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Richardson attacking. Horford kicks to Burks. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 3. Down low and stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown. Woo!
And Harris is so good at remaining active on both ends of the court, never making anything easy for the opposition, which in turn results in a lot of steals.
It's stolen by Harris. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Richardson dishes to Robinson. Back to Richardson. And the pass to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Horford. Unloads. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Now look, I respect how Horford rarely tries to move out of his skill level. He knows what he can do and does it well.
Here we go, all alone. Goes up and slam dunk by Harris.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. Impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Here's Lowry. Out to the wing for 3. Can't get the put there. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers on top, leading.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. They showed great chemistry. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's 5. Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Embiid, and it's Milton in at the point.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
4 on the shot clock. Richardson kicks to Horford. Shoots over Van Vliet. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Anunoby. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, that's just enough. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Raptors. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Scott's checked in. It's intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
The 76ers leading by 7. Scott kicks to Richardson. The kick out to Scott. Milton the pass to Richardson. 76ers moving the ball around. From the arc. Another miss by Philadelphia. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. Raul Netos checked in for Shake Milton. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Outside Lowry. Passes it to Anunoby. Back to Hollis Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Here's Lowry. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Harris passes to Scott. Back to Harris. And it's Neto, top of the key. Kicks it to Richardson. There's the pass to Scott. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Raptors trail by 9. Pass to Anunoby. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The offensive rebound. Embiid, the pass to Scott. Here's Neto, defended by Ibaka. 5 on the clock. Tries again, and it goes down 2 points. Neto's got his first points of the night. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk to Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. And it's Harris off the drive. Back to Richardson. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Korkmaz. And the 3 off target. Raptors trail by 9. Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Now here's Powell. Outside Lowry. And here is Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Over Burks. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing them.
That one falls. And the 76ers lead by 11.
I mean, he does things that other bigs simply can't. Horford, a phenomenal passer for his position.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Boucher in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Here's Embiid. His 3-pointers off the mark. Raptors trail by 11. 3-pointer, Lowry. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Here's Thibault. Making the pass to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Guarded by Powell. Korkmaz, no good. Now Powell to the paint. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Marc Gasol.
He has great touch and feel inside. All the qualities big men like Gasol need to be effective in the paint.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Milton the pass to Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
The Raptors making a switch here. Here's Milton. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, You know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Passes to Thibault. Shoots the three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
I mean, you have to admire how Horford does an outstanding job of finding guys wide open for shots.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Thomas passes to Johnson. Toronto working the ball around now. And he gets it to go.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Here's Milton. And taken away by Johnson. The three from Thomas. Here's Siakam. Gasol finds Thomas. And another basket for Toronto.
And that 7'1" Gasol sees over the defense with ease. I mean, fantastic spot in the open lead.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault, defended by Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. Basket good. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Thomas. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Milton the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. And taken away by Johnson. Now it's Thomas running. He can go all the way. And it's blocked. Here's Embiid. Toronto grabs the miss. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Johnson. And it's Lowry in for Thomas. Pass to Van Vliet. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Left side Lowry. And the Raptors miss again. Horford with it. Harris outside. Passes it to Richardson. Back to Harris. Richardson outside. Kept alive.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Siakam. Outside for Lowry. The pass to Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. A three-pointer off the mark. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Neto. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. It's just a total team effort.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Hang time, moving the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge to the game like it's credit, your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up, ooh, that's dead, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. No look, I had to.
We're the land of the...
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this payday. He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Collins.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. And it's Milton in at the point. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on the free throw. And tonight's game may be won or lost on that front line, Smitty. What makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, that tandem can switch on pick and rolls. That tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is that they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys. This will make them great.
Interesting. 76ers on defense. And here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York. Poked loose. Shot clock at 6. Capella with it. Embiid's there. Another miss by Capella. Richardson the pass to Horford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Here's Herter. It's hauled in by Richardson. And here comes Horford leading the fast break. Here's Milton. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Collins finds Capella. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Now, here's Richardson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And there's the pass to Young. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Capella against Richardson. Capella kicks to Collins. Puts it up. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Richardson misses off the left iron.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups. The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
And Young, here we go. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
And checking out the numbers for Young, just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging around 26 points per, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Teague, the pass to Dedmon. Back to Teague. And let's bring up the list of rookies that will make you pay for sending them to the line. These are the free throw percentage leaders since the All-Star break. In the third spot, Cam Reddish.
No doubt he's earned his spot among the great rookie free throw shooters through hard work and repetition.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
1:27 left in the first. Here's Neto, and he's fouled pretty hard on that. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Shots good by Dedmon.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
On the wing, Scott, defended by Carter. Pass to Embiid. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Over Reddish. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Look at the explosiveness from the little man. He just rises up and never stops.
Here's Feibel. Passes it to Neto. 16 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Teague, and he banks in the layup. Teague's got 6 points.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Hawks ahead. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making...
Not knowing English, obviously, I've been...
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Alec Burks. Robinson is out there with Scott. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Thibault in at the 2. And it's slammed in by T.
And with the way T can move in the open floor, there's just no way to prevent him from getting points on a fast break. And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Now, here's Reddish, guarded by Robinson. Hawks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Carter outside. He doesn't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package. The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Here's Robinson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Fernando. Right side Teague takes a 3. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Robinson's got 5 points so far.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
They get the rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Horford.
Clearly a foul.
For Atlanta, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Carter. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for T. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Now, here is Young, coming off 31 points last game. And Huerter gets it to go.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Milton connects in the foul line jumper. Milton's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
It's Young on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Capella, the pass to Huerter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And a chance to check out the stats for Richardson. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And it's good for 2.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Richardson kicks to Neto. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks.
Dwayne Dedmon.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Look at Philadelphia. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, the Hawks. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the 76ers are, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Harris, and staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got his first points of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Neto kicks to Korkmaz. Rebound by the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Hunter. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their largest deficit of the period was... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Here's Milton. The pass to Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Pass to Milton. He kicks it to Horford. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Embiid. That one doesn't drop. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
Richardson, good.
And with Josh Richardson, they love his size in the backcourt and his mobility. He moves extremely well.
It's Collins with the drive as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Now here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. The dish to Horford. Kicks it out to Richardson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Milton the pass to Harris. Sinks the triple. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Capella. Hunter with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Herter. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Richardson. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Out to Harris. to the paint. Here's Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. It was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
And that one drops.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Here's Robinson following the bucket by the Hawks. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
Outside Teague, out to the right wing. It's to Dedmon. Here's Fernando, guarded by Harris. Back to Dedmon. Now the pass to Fernando. And it's sent back by Horford.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Robinson passes to Harris. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the basket by Atlanta, Burks finds Horford. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He stands 6'6". He's a combo guard. Burks is capable of handling and creating for others.
Pass to Dedmon. Reddish with the ball. Working on Horford. The shot by Reddish, no good.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. The Hawks trail by 7. Up top, Dedmon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Korkmaz passes to Neto. Korkmaz kicks to Neto. Horford high post. Dedmon's there. From 13, and the basket is good. And 11 points for Al Horford.
Stretches the floor nicely for a big, versatile. Horford's become a perennial all-star.
Out to Carter. Puts up a 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 7. Harris inside, working on Collins. Here's Thibault. And it's sent back by Carter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Carter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Young passes to Huerter. Down low. And that one's good. Hunter.
Yeah,
Nothing too fancy, just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Milton. And Capella sends it back. Richardson outside. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Herter. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Richardson outside. Free throw line jump shot. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively. Discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Hunter kicks to Young. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Passes it to Hunter. Collins in the post, guarded by Horford. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Collins. It's Richardson on the wing. Harris outside. Pass to Milton. Kicks to Richardson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And the 76ers lead by 5.
He did not waver on his decision-making. Josh with the opportunity down the stretch.
1:24 left in the 4th quarter. Capella dishes to Young. Embiid against Capella. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia, leading by 5. Timeout called the 76ers. They're in front by 5. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Al Horford.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told us guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. 52 seconds left in the game. The kick out to Young. There's the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
O'Quinn, the pass to Burks. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. O'Quinn's got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Neto finds O'Quinn. Outside Robinson. Back to Burks. Outside Robinson. And here's Neto outside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So this...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes. in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back.
And here's a look at some numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for the Raptors, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, home in the paint.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
And the pass to Young from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Passes it to Anunoby. Siakam against Collins. The 15-footer. Siakam misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Back to Collins. In the corner. Herter with it. Just 5 to shoot. Great open look there.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Toronto with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Siakam against Collins. Back to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young finds Capella. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Young pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Capella. Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol's checked in for Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, count it.
Lowry against Young. And it's Lowry penetrating. Good on the shot.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Now Reddish. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Capella kicks to Hunter. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here is Davis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's in there. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Collins dishes to Reddish. The kick out to Young. Now here's Reddish. Guarded closely. Hunter, no one around him. Another three for Atlanta.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
And it's Davis missing. The Hawks leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Gasol penetrating. Count that bucket.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Back to Capella. Kicks it to Reddish. Pass to Young. Jacks up a 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. We've got Dwayne Dedmon, Bembry out there with Teague. Then there's Carter. And it's Fernando in at the 4 slot.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Powell. Gasol up top. Back to Powell. Shoots it. Fernando pulls it in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Dedmon passes to Bembry. Davis against Teague. And stolen by Dedmon. Teague drives in. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
I have to admire how relentless Teague is on the drive, as well as how consistent he is at burying those looks.
You know, Brent, he's bounced around, but late bloomer Dwayne Dedmon making impressive strides in his game.
Yeah, you think about going from a 10-day contract to having a ton of starts as a center. This guy is very skilled, Dedmon, and the ability to go out and shoot the basketball, I think, has raised the most eyebrows about what he can do for your team offensively.
Here's Fernando. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Hollis Jefferson. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Outside Teague. Gasol with the steal. Fast break Toronto. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hollis Jefferson.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Teague the pass to Fernando. Back to Teague. The Hawks working the ball around. Now here is Carter. Defense right on him. 4 on the clock. Teague kicks to Carter. Releases, and it's blocked. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. The pass to Boucher. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Teague feeling it out a bit. Passes to Bembry. Here's Fernando. Launches a three. Bembry shot good. And it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Now here is Carter. He averages about 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bembry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. Dishes to Ibaka. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Pass to Collins. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing, right? And the popcorn. What else, Kevin? Yeah,
right there.
Nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep. Was this basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
He gets that one. Siakam's got his first basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Capella backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Lowry finds Van Vliet. Over Young. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here's Collins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Here is Lowry after Clint Capella's bucket. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Young kicks to Collins. Capella, the pass to Herter. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Atlanta, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Collins. And it's Teagan for Young. Now here's Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And Greg Herter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Now, here's Hunter, covered by Siakam. The kick out to T. There's the triple. The Hawks again can't hit.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now, here's Reddish, covered by Siakam. A shot by Reddish, no good. Raptors trail by 6. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Ibaka right side. Over Hunter. Ibaka, no luck. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Edmond passes to Hunter. To the left wing. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Hawks ball. And in front of you there are some first-year players putting an injection of defense into the second half of the season. The rookie steal leaders since the All-Star break. Second is Cam Reddish.
His steal rate in the second half of the season shows that he's figuring out the league. So they better learn to look out for him. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Here's Siakam. Good on the triple. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's the break. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Van Vliet.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks ahead. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Toronto with the ball, and at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Collins. Reddish out there with Bembry. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Carter in at the 3 spot. The dish now to Capella. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bembry. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Ahead, here's Collins over Siakam. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Anunoby. Thomas comes in for Davis. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in for Carter. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
And here's Young from the arc. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Pass to Reddish. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Toronto Raptors, trailing by 5. And there's the pass to VanVleet. Gasol's in the post. Capella covering. Gasol, no good. Atlanta's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And Young kicks to Capella. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Siakam. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Siakam against Collins. Siakam passes to VanVleet. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. Young inside. Johnson's there. Here's Collins. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
Don't want to give up that kind of position to Collins at that kind of length. I think he's going to do some damage.
Outside Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. And contact on the shot, so he'll... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Young. Fires from deep. No good on the shot. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Gasol attacking. Hit the shot. Thomas trying to break loose. No good from Gasol. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Stanley Johnson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Thomas. Atlanta also making some changes here. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. Young with no one around. They get it back. Here's Collins. Capella kicks to Collins. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Lowry from outside. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Huerter Covered by Van Vliet. Here's Hunter. Hits the three-point bomb. And now an 11-point Atlanta lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
In the corner, Herder with it. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
That shot is off. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Collins passes to Herder. Back to Collins. To the left side wing. Here's Hunter. No good on the triple. And so it's Atlanta with the W. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and in your face. Coming right up, the Raptors. They certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for the 76ers, The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Richardson and Harris filling out the wings. And it's Milton in at the 1.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
And here is Van Vliet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Richardson inside Horford, and finished off by Horford.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players. That's a jump ball.
And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Philadelphia. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
From deep three-point range, Harris misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Clark, some of those lottery-bound teams now giving more minutes to their younger players, developing them, looking into the future, which means more veterans, unfortunately, will have to sit and watch.
And, you know, I always say this, and it's much easier said than done, but you're a professional, whether you're in the rotation, a young player or an old player, you have to approach it in a professional manner. And that means accepting the good with the bad, the sweet with the bitter, and that takes a maturity level. And, you know, when the trade deadline is behind you, you only can control what you can control, and that's what veterans should be about.
And hopefully the coach communicates the ideas behind the moves, too.
I like that, but there's no obligation to do so.
Right. There's Van Vliet following the basket by Al Horford. Here's Ibaka. Good D by Embiid.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Harris looking it over. Passes it to Milton. Clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now here's Powell. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. On the wing, Davis. Outside Gasol. For the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Man, you've really got to appreciate the versatility of Gasol. I mean, he's a big man with range. I love seeing him square up from deep.
And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
6 on the shot clock. Embiid finds Neto. From outside, off the mark. Toronto trailer, and here they come. It's picked off, and here's the fast break. Embiid dishes to Scott. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
Raptors trail by 4. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's Davis. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Powell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Davis. Left side Gasol. Just 4 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Thomas outside. No good that time. And that does it for the first quarter. 70. Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he gravitated to
coming from a place where base was what's driven.
Wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. The pass to Burks. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Raptors trail by 5. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Powell for 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Now the 76ers with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Outside for Robinson. A baseline J. Rebound by the Raptors.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Scott following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Robinson passes to Scott. To the inside, Burks lays it up off the glass. Burks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Powell kicks to Lowry. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harris against Ibaka. And stolen by Harris. Here's Robinson. Here's Burks. Harris, right side. Pass to Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson passes to Horford. Misses the 3. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 5-point game. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers. And I think it makes sense for both sides. And he fits nicely next to Embiid. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Mark Miles, he's jacked in for the 76ers. Raul Neto comes in for Burks. And then for Toronto, Boucher is checked in. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Anunoby. Now here is Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Neto after the Raptors pick up 2. Got a piece of it. 1:11 left here in the second. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Raptors now, trailing by 4. Over to the wing. Lowry passes to Boucher. And too long on the shot. 76ers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Quick Miles. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And the basket by Horford. Horford's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Boucher kicks to Ibaka, and Lowry has it in the corner. To the paint, and stolen by Harris.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Lowry inside the line. And again, no good by Toronto.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And not allowing the shooter even an inch.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a tip.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high. And that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Richardson, good. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and I digested all kinds of books and stories about him, and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And Toronto has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Horford. He feeds it to Embiid. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Anunoby. The putback. That one no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Richardson attacking. Here's Milton. Now recovering. Here's Horford. And it's good off the back rim and in. Horford's got 8 points.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Pass to VanVleet. Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Knocked away. Stolen by VanVleet. There's the pass to Lowry. They get it again.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Milton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector. Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and time.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Now here is Harris. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Both teams will make substitutions. So here's Burks. 9-point game. Horford the pass to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise. And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Raptors.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in, and it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Anunoby. 1:31 left to play in the third. Powell finds Gasol. But they recover it. Here's Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got his first 2 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Thibault. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Powell. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. The shot by Powell, no good. The 76ers leading by 10. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Pass to Horford. Here's Korkmaz. Shot clock at 5. And yes, it's good. And that's 10 points for Al Horford.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Hollis-Jefferson. Hangs. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
One of the things you love about Hollis-Jefferson is his activity. I mean, he impacts the game really without having plays called for him.
Here's Burks, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto. The 76ers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
He can't get it to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers on top, up by 12. Live. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Robinson. And it's Neto in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Here's Neto. Richardson outside. And Davis sends it back. Here's Lowry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Back to Siakam. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Harris has checked in. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Lowry. Davis in the corner and stolen by Richardson. Harris inside. Lowry covering. Out to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Horford on target from 13 feet. And the 76ers lead by 12. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's Davis missing. Philadelphia leading by 12. Embiid is at the elbow. Gasol with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Basket counts.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Kicks it to Embiid. Richardson for three. Nailed from three-point land.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. Here's Milton, and that one clearly a foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. But double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Josh Richardson.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Their previous two games have been losses, so something had to change to get them going again. And he provided that spark, giving them a huge jolt of energy. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Thank you, David.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
There's Thomas with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Now Richardson. He dishes it to Embiid. Back to Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the 76ers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And this will push their record to 39 wins and a good effort tonight. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Josh Richardson.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Harris. And Alec Burks subbed in for Richardson. Here's McCall, guarded by Robinson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Milton. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Scott with the ball. Here's Milton. Gets the bucket.
They made the most.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.